Here's another one of those architectural problems. Someone comes up with a great design, and no doubt this is something I've never seen before, and it looks good. And it seems like it would last too. You know, concrete on the outside of a building always does well. Except for these guys here. We can't take and create an open area, otherwise we're going to end up with this. Now, pay attention, it's not over here, but it is here, and there is a reason for that. And here's the open space I'm talking about. The birds can land anywhere in here, they can sit on here, they can build their nests in these areas. And open areas like these often attract birds, and birds often leave little deposits like this. Let's keep in mind. And it might not seem like that big of a deal, but you have to come out here and clean this up regularly, or you have it in a high traffic area where the birds are. And obviously you can see there is a reason why the poop is not here. And it is here, and that's obviously because they had a problem with it at one time, so they went ahead and put something on here to cover it up. And you're probably thinking, well, why not just do that to the rest of the building? That might not be a bad idea, but I would suggest using some type of a netting at the top or around the whole thing. And obviously this right here wouldn't be a bad idea, and over a doorway or an opening that's going to be used a lot. And but again, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put some type of a netting around the top and the bottom here. Leave this here and try to figure something out to where the birds aren't going to have access to the area. Sometimes we do something like this and we solve one problem, but we create another one. And that would be that the poop, bird poop, it's often corrosive to metal. And I don't know what's in it, but I've seen it plenty of times where you have birds pooping on metal, and you see it at the beach with seagulls, something like that. And the metal starts to corrode or rust, and you end up replacing the metal, and that's not always going to be the best solution. So something like this is one way to solve one problem. But once you start to get an accumulation of poop building up, and then you have to replace this large beam here, or a section of the building falls off, that's not going to make the owner of the building happy. So these little guys right here can create problems, leaving little deposits here like this. And, there are things you can do. You could always put some pots or something in here, or build some type of a pot shelf planter, something like that. But I think the main point of the video I'd like to point out is designing something like this in the first place. I really don't know. This looks fine. You got brick here, but realistically, if this was just a brick building, maybe a little design or something, some pop-outs, and this wasn't here, then it still wouldn't look like a bad building, wouldn't be a bad building. So when you're designing something, keep in mind the open spaces that could create problems for the building occupants when it comes to birds.